Welcome back to Pop Culture Roundup, a podcast where we round up the latest news and talk all things pop culture. I'm your host, Jonah Park, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's been a minute. How are you doing? How are the kids? How's little Johnny? Is he doing good? He's still a figment of your imagination, right? Yeah? Okay. Well, we're making progress, so I guess that's good. How was all of you guys' Thanksgiving? I hope it was well. I mean, I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I went out of town and, I saw some family and...
Did someone say Thanksgiving?
Who said that?
Why, it's the dear old Green Goblin.
Green Goblin? You're talking... Hey man, what are you doing here, bro?
I'm here, obviously, to destroy the Spider-Man.
No, dude. There's no Spider-Man here. We're just talking about good old Thanksgiving.
Why, yes, Thanksgiving. The meal that me and Spider-Man shared together. Which obviously means that it's his favorite time of the year. So come on out, Spider-Man. Face your foe.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't know that, but I don't think that's how it works.
Oh, really? I thought it meant he'd be here.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. There's no Spider-Man here. I'm sorry about that, man.
Oh. All right. I gotta go then. I gotta go find Spider-Man.
Okay. All right, man. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Anyways, yeah, no, we had really good stuff. We had some stuffing. We had some turkey.
Turkey like the favorite meal of Spider-Man?
No. Just turkey, man. Like regular Thanksgiving turkey. Not Aunt May. We're just talking about, yeah.
My apologies
You're
again.
You're good, man.
I just swore that would bring out Spider-Man by mentioning turkey. Obviously, it's his favorite meal. I guess, okay, maybe not. All right, fine. Okay, all right, I'll see you. Bye.
Yeah, we'll see you later. I'm sorry, man. But like I was saying, yeah, we had some turkey, some mashed potatoes. I mean, one of my favorite things that we had this year was the pumpkin pie.
Did someone say pumpkin bombs like the ones I used to destroy the Spider-Man?
No, dude. Okay, this is the third time you've jumped in. No pumpkin bombs. I'm talking pumpkin pie, like a Thanksgiving meal. That is just, everyone has it. It's not just Spider-Man.
Well, fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I never do this on normal occasions.
You're good.
I'm really adamant about catching the Spider-Man. I don't understand. I'm really fixated on the whole
it's fine. I get
Thanksgiving meal.
You're trying
and
to kill
it's
Spider-Man.
being his favorite. I don't know. Okay, all right. Finally, I'm serious this time. I'm not joking. I'm literally leaving right now. I'm never coming back. All right,
just
okay,
fly
I'll
away.
say
There's
goodbye.
no Spider-Man here. We gotta acknowledge that. We gotta move past this. Okay. Anyways, we saw some family. We helped clean up and do the dishes, especially, when we're seeing our relatives. It is our really responsibility to... Okay, dude, no.
Great responsibility. Get out of here right now. I know you're here.
Dude,
Come on out.
Spider-Man is not here. We need you to leave. Thank you very
All right,
much.
fine. No, fine. That's fine. No, that's all right. No, fine. All right, fine. See ya. All right, get out of whatever. All right. Blah.
Jeez, man. Okay, you try to, be thankful for something. You try to just talk about something, and villains just interrupt you. That's just how it happens. Life lesson learned. I hope you learned something on this podcast, if this at all. But if not, we've still got a great episode for you guys today. Ironically, we are talking about villains, so it kind of fits that Green Goblin would just happen to jump on in here. So, without further ado, welcome to this week's episode of the Pop Culture Roundup podcast.
Welcome to Pop Culture News.
I'm also playing Pokemon Go at the
That's fine. Cool by me. Hey,
it's a vibe.
It's been a minute since I've played Pokemon Go. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bro, hop on it. Bro, when I move in,
yeah,
we hopping on it.
For those of you who don't know, we are discussing possible options in which we live under the same roof.
And it's not even the fact that it's possible of me going there because it's happening. That part is happening. We're figuring out what's
logistics.
The most logical sense to do so.
1,000%.
And it's going to be legendary. I'm shooting for sometime next year.
Yeah,
we're going to see how true that becomes real soon.
Yeah,
can't wait.
super excited.
And then y'all won't have to. Do you post this on YouTube?
I need to.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Because I think I've only been doing like reels sometimes,
right?
But posting just the audio of this because
okay,
whatever. But yeah, no, I'll edit the full episodes and post them up on YouTube.
But
that they can.
Like I was telling you, like if you want me to take over reels and stuff, I can.
Yeah.
I can do that and TikTok. So just let me know.
We'll discuss that because there's editing options that. Anyways, this is a whole other.
That's a behind the scenes conversation. Yeah.
Welcome to the intimate versions of.
Oh, anyways, intimate.
Well, not too much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we save that for the therapist. So we've got a healthy spat of news this week. Yeah.
Spat.
That was a healthy hack up.
What can I say? I used to be a Texas boy. Come on, I know.
Hey, now I am a Texas boy. So
you are a Texas boy.
I mean, maybe I'm not because we don't know where each other is or is not located. That's private information. Stop asking me. Okay.
Not. You could be in Vermont for all I know.
Hey.
Even Canada,
maybe
we don't know. I was just taking a wild guess.
Yeah.
About Texas. I was just saying that I was from Texas at one point in my life. Therefore, I know how to do the.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, and I hear that rental property in Antarctica is pretty cheap right now. So
I hear
maybe I'm there.
Thing. Yeah. I mean, it's not for me. So if it is for you, it's a cheap option. I understand completely. That could be a spot. Yeah.
It could be a potential location.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
We get so derailed so quickly.
Yeah. We said, all right, now as we're going, now here's this tangent.
Here are we on this road. So we're just going to freeform this. I'm just looking at my saved posts from this past week. When discussing the potential of Tom Holland potentially making a cameo appearance in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Christopher Miller, who is... No. Let me finish.
Sorry.
Christopher Miller, who is the director or, co-writer or whatever, he's very involved in both of the, animated Spider-Man films, stated, let's say ... anything is possible in the multiverse. Now, me and Jaden separately have discussed this.
Yes.
Jaden does not like the idea of any of the live-action Spider-Man showing up in any of these Spider-Verse films.
That's how I feel.
That is a throw-up noise. Explain.
Okay, so I like cameos as much as the next person.
Right.
But when you overdo it, it's where I start getting upset. And to me, bringing in Tom's Spider-Man pushes the limit. Because one, you're like, I don't like when people announce a possible cameo, because then one, people start to expect it to some degree, and then on the other hand, it also acts as a crutch. And this is where Ty didn't like Daredevil in She-Hulk, because he said that it's more of a crutch and She-Hulk can't carry her own show. That's what his problem was. Now I don't agree with that until the last episode, but because there were also reports saying that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire's could be in there. You already did that. You already had all three of them appear as cameo, not Tom, but those two as cameos for the live action Spider-Man. Now, what you're doing with the multiverse, the Into the Spider-Verse, is beautiful. I love the first one very, very much so. It's such a fantastic film, and it's its own thing right now.
Right.
Now, as a second movie, I don't think you need any of those kinds of cameos. I really don't, because there are so many different variations of Spider-Man already that would be super cool to go into.
Yeah. Real quick, what, just off the top of your head, what are some other iterations of Spider-Man that you personally would like to see in the movie?
See, that's the struggle because I don't know too many of the variations.
That's fair.
I know
Yeah.
a lot of the mainstream ones like 2099, but we've already seen that he's confirmed for this movie.
He's like one of the main characters. Yeah.
Exactly. And then same with what's her name? Madam Spider or
Madam Web?
Something like that. I know her.
Okay.
And then they already did two of my favorite variations, and that's Spider-Man Noir. That's my favorite variation of Spider-Man, hands down. Just because, I don't know, it's like his backstory, it's him in a more detective type of style. I don't know. It's just always been appealing to me. So my favorite variation of Spider-Man is Spider-Man Noir. And they did Spider-Pig. I loved it. And they chose those characters beautifully. Yeah. Now, we know that there's plenty of Spider-Man. There's so many to choose from.
Right.
Don't bring in those three. Don't bring in the live action, at least yet, because you don't need it. You're already successful bringing in these other Spider-Men. You're already doing a very, very good job.
Yeah.
Why try to lean on those three characters? Now, maybe you're not leaning and you're just thinking, oh, it's a cool idea. Yeah, but it's your second movie. Maybe if you did it for your third, I would be okay with it because then like I was telling you, there are ways to bring in Miles Morales into a live action version. And I think bringing those live action characters in, there's an easy way to bridge a live action Miles Morales. Now, if you do that for the second movie, to me, I don't know if they're doing a trilogy, but this is a good story to build a trilogy off of. Now, if you were to do it in the second with all these cameos and blah, 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 to me, that's cutting the trilogy short. And the third one is it's not going to do as well, in my opinion, because how are you going to throw in these characters we love and have grown to love in the second one? And then what are you going to do for the third one? How are you going to top that second movie? Right. It's a lot harder to do. So, and I'm with that with a lot of cameos. If you overdo it, it starts to upset me. Like I was telling you with She-Hulk, I didn't like that Daredevil came back in the finale. I love that he was in the show, but bringing him back in the finale for absolutely zero reason was stupid. And I didn't like it. But that's the only reason why I don't like that idea is because there's potential into the Spider-Verse, and there's a lot of potential for a trilogy. I feel like altogether there's a good plan in place, and to throw in Spider-Man that we already know, all three of them, I think it's a very stupid direction. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this movie, in and of itself, is titled Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. So there's already confirmed for a second
Perfect.
movie. Yeah.
Do it for the third one, and you can put him inside the live action verse way easier. Right. Please don't do it in the second. Don't do it in the part 1. Do it in part 2, if anything. That would be perfect. I would be so very okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want him to be there for a split second. I don't want to see a live action Miles Morales, or I'm going to be pissed in this next movie. I'll be upset. Because if it's Into the Spider-Verse, I could imagine him going into the live verse. We finally see the true actor, like for a live action Miles Morales, and him running into Tom Holland Spider-Man or whatever. I don't want that. I don't. Save it for the part 2. Yeah,
maybe we've talked about this on the podcast, maybe we haven't, but you've talked to me about how like they could add Miles Morales to the live universe from the animated universe. I don't think that's going to be how they're going to do it. Now, I don't know that for a fact. Thinking through the logistics of that, it's kind of hard to picture that. That being said, we've already gotten it confirmed that there's going to be a lot more Spider-Man in not only this next film, but the film after that as well. Perfect. Because it's kind of like the Spider-Verse collapsing. And we are going to see a lot of different versions of Spider-Man in this next film. Including, which again, this is all speculation. Right. But there is speculation that we'll get to see the Insomniac Spider-Man, which is the video game version.
Wow.
And that will also
yeah. I heard about that. That'd
and like the Josh Keaton Spectacular Spider-Man animated show version. So like if we get to see all of these different, and if they get to maintain their animation style too, that's fantastic to me. That like Yuri Lowenthal as the Spider-Man from the video game, fantastic. One of my favorite versions of Spider-Man. Even Josh Keaton,
especially the suit.
Yeah, the suit is so clean.
With it being the white spider and the white
No, so we've got a lot in store. If I'm not personally going to be mad if we see, even just for a glimpse, for like a second, for a split second, if we get to see the 3 live action Spider-Man just for a second. And if they want to make it back at a later movie as like a more important role, fine by me. I don't know. And I'm with you. I'd rather not get my expectations up and be shocked in theaters rather than like, whatever. Right.
Because like, to some extent, we didn't know that Andrew and Toby were coming into No Way Home. And, to some, like I'm saying, to some extent, because they try to play it off like, oh, no. When in reality, there was that thought in our head, like, they're showing up.
Yeah.
But then, the other part of us is like, okay, well, like, they're confirming that it's not true.
Right.
Which I thought was stupid. They should have just never opened their mouths about that. It would have been a lot better. But, like, yes, this is the same situation. Like, don't hint at that. That's huge. That's huge news. Now, even though I'm upset with it, I would much rather be upset in the theater for the very first time, knowing that, why are they here? Oh, I'm upset. Instead of being able to talk about it and already be upset, then going into the movie upset.
Yeah.
So I guess I wouldn't be too upset if it was just a glimpse, more him like going through these and he sees like the fight in the background of No Way Home. Like,
that'd be sick.
Of the villain, right? Like him kind of falling through a portal or something like that.
That would be sick.
I wouldn't mind that. That's a cameo. That's a legitimate cameo. That's a real cameo to me. But if they interact, I will be upset.
Yeah. What would be kind of fun is, how like in the first movie, it's like, all right, let's run this back one more time. And then they do the whole like thing or whatever, the whole like montage of like their past. It'd be kind of cool if like Tom Holland as an animated version of Tom Holland Spider-Man got one of those where they kind of go through the events of his trilogy, like with Vulture and all of those. We're not gonna, we've talked too much about this and we could going.
Literally make an entire episode about this.
100%.
Yeah,
and
easily too.
How a while ago we were talking about like Marvel projects we were most excited to see?
Yeah.
I didn't consider this because this isn't MCU technically, but this is my most hyped.
Really?
Movie. I think
that's a good choice.
Yeah, 100%. Because like Into the Spider-Verse is my favorite Spider-Man movie. I think it's the best Spider-Man movie, hands down. I know a lot of people are going to say like No Way Home or Spider-Man 2. That's fair. I don't disagree with those people. Into the Spider-Verse, in my opinion, is the best handled Spider-Man movie.
I think what they have going on over there is they've done a very beautiful job representing all of these characters that we haven't seen before.
Exactly.
Miles Morales is a fan favorite Spider-Man easily. So to be able to get his own story and do it in their own way as an animation and as a movie, not a show. They've done very, very beautiful job. I too, it's not my most anticipated film. Right. I'm not the most excited for this one, but it's up there because I agree. Like we've now had, I'm going to say 2 movies where it's multiverses. I'm going to include Endgame to an extent just because it is time travel.
Okay.
So not as much as multiverse as Doctor Strange, but I'm going to count it in a realm of its sort. So this is going to be the 3rd one, in my opinion, where we get to see multiverses. And in my opinion, it's already blown everything else out of the water. The way that they've handled it, I haven't seen anything for it. I don't know if there's even a trailer out for it, but they've already handled it way better than both those movies combined. Now, obviously, Endgame's a little bit of a different situation. It's more time travel than multiverse, but at the same time, I still put it very high, and I have very, very high hopes for this movie.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, this is purely Sony, which by metric, Sony has never done good with.
Never.
Oh, hang on. Wait. I don't know how to like generalize this correctly, but Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was purely Sony. Good job. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was purely Sony. Oh, decent. Good. I think Andrew Garfield did great. The stories, whatever.
See, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire's is now nostalgic for us. That's the
100%.
one of the first superheroes we got to see that we like.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
How are you not going to be stoked about that? Now, the third one could have been a lot better. Mm-hmm. I think the first two were beautiful. I think I still love Spider-Man 3, but they disrespected Venom. They made him look trash. Venom was trash in that movie. Sandman was all right. He was decent. And Harry as Green Goblin was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, so Sony did an okay job with with Tobey Maguire's. Andrew Garfield only had one good movie.
Okay.
The first, because I'm not a big fan of the second one. And a lot of people aren't, and I know that. But I think they could have done a lot better, and I feel like they really disrespected Andrew and that story. Man, they really messed up. They had a lot of potential to make that a really, really good movie and a really, really good story. Because I liked it at the beginning. I liked the idea of Electro being the guy. They just made him look trash. The story wasn't good. Blah, 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 blah. First one was incredible. I really liked it. I loved that one. Wish he wasn't really a skater boy. I wish he was that nerdy Peter Parker. But whatever. Sony did, once again, a decent job. Now you get help from Marvel, and you obviously an amazing trilogy. But I agree. This is the first time where Sony did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, okay, we're not just going to watch it, like it, and go on our way.
Exactly.
No, the people love Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Now, there are going to be those people where they're like, oh, it's whatever. No, it's an incredible movie. Second one, we all have very high expectations about it. And I really hope that it doesn't fall below, because you know how I am going into movies. I don't get high expectations. Yeah. Not usually, because if anything goes below, then it's not a good movie. Right. Unfortunately. But this is one of the very rare occasions where I'm stoked and I have my expectations. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot to say here. There's a lot. We could dedicate an entire episode. I'm going to move on. So, a new Super Mario trailer just dropped this week. Oh, you watched it.
Watched it live.
Dude, what? I'm getting mixed emotions. I'm like, no, it's not even like I'm conflicted. It's just like people keep making fun of it because it's the same company that made like Minions and Gru or whatever. And it's like the cast is just like Chris Pratt and Seth.
It's a bunch of like random, really great movie stars.
Right. But like
why is Seth Rogen Donkey Kong?
Yeah, but like that, you know what I mean? And you got like Jack Black as Bowser, and you're like, I'm not for it. And then you watch the trailer and you're like, I'm loving this. Why though? You know what I mean?
Bro, so far, Jack Black has, like, from just trailers, Jack kills it.
Yeah.
He killed it. Yeah. He's, as of right now, in my opinion, best actor in that movie.
Okay.
Just because of, voice actor.
Yeah.
I think that I like Chris Pratt as Mario. I think so far from what I've heard, I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. Because a lot of people hate that Chris Pratt is Mario. I don't understand. I do understand why, but I don't agree with it. I think he's, I still think it's a good choice. The actress for Peach sounds amazing.
So good. Anya Taylor-Joy. Fantastic.
I don't know who that is. But nonetheless, she sounds amazing for it. Even, I don't know how I feel about Toad yet. That one, a little bit mixed review. But Luigi sounds great. Yeah, we don't hear Donkey Kong yet, but it was a beautiful second trailer. The first one was just as good. I am stoked to go see that movie. I am so excited.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I'm rooting for the Super Mario movie. I'm really hoping it does well. And I mean, it looks fantastic so far. I mean, even just the confirmation of kind of getting Mario Kart and all of these different
you get the power-ups. It looks like some kind of Mario Maker or original Mario stages.
Yeah. Yep.
You get the ice world. We get to see Mushroom Kingdom. You get to see Yoshi's running in the wild. You see Cranky Kong. All of these different characters.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
I've got a lot of high hopes for this one.
And I don't know if you heard this, but I heard it's a rumor. I don't know if I don't know how legitimate it is, but from what I heard, they're trying to make, because Nintendo bought their own movie company. So the rumor that I heard is that they're going to try to make a MCU formula based series. So Mario being the first one, I'm pretty sure there's already confirmed about Link being a movie. Now, when you get into this, I start thinking, all right, if it's MCU based formula, what's that Avengers? Now, hear me out. Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Of course.
That's just speculation. There's no confirmation about Super Smash being that.
Yeah.
And I don't remember where I saw confirmed about Zelda. And once again, all rumor. I don't know if that's 100%, but if they do, and it depends on how good this Mario movie does, we could legitimately see a Super Smash Bros. Type Avenger movie. Sorry, let me twist that around. An Avengers type Super Smash Bros. Movie.
Yeah.
And I would love it. I would love that.
So I have some reservations because yes, Nintendo bought their own company. Cool.
Yeah.
If Illumination is going to be the leading force in animation for movies like Link or just these more like serious type games, I am a little concerned because you can pull off a Super Mario. You can pull off a Super Mario because it's cartoony. It's whatever.
Right.
Link is more based in like not a real world, but you know what I mean? Like it's more it's like anime, but it's also like kind of its own thing.
Right. But think about Sonic. Sonic went from animation to live action. And they did very, very well. Now don't you
just
dare
keep talking. Just keep talking.
Disrespect Sonic.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You could have done an Illumination-based Sonic movie.
Right.
Looking at the Super Mario trailer, you could have done an animated-based Super Mario movie with Illumination as the leading in animation. That's fine. Right. Zelda, though, it's its own thing. You know what I mean? So, but keep going. Keep talking. What were you saying?
See, so the reason why I think it's genius and it can work very, very well is because I can't pronounce his name, but the dude in charge of Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
I have high hopes.
Yeah.
Because even though Illumination is the main animation provider.
Yeah.
I feel bad that I don't know his name. But he has his own vision, always has, and does things his way.
Right.
They're not going to disrespect his characters. They're his.
Yeah.
Him making Super Smash makes everybody happy. Everybody gets so happy when a new Super Smash Bros. Game comes out.
Yeah.
And then he always says, I'm never making a new one. And then he does. So hopefully he makes a new one. But anyways, if he continues with these movies, I know that there's a way, and a very good way, that all these characters can become animated movies. Because you get you have Link, where I agree it could be more of a live action or like an anime, but I don't have a problem with them going towards animation because the video game is animated, and if you kept it in that kind of circumstance, it could be good. Now you just gotta you gotta tweak a little things to where it's a movie based animation, not a video game. But then you also got people like Metroid. Samus, in my opinion, will look way better as a live action. I think Metroid as a live action, and seeing Ridley, that dragon, come through, bro.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
but I could also see it very well be an animated movie. So yeah, you go.
Well, I'm not even talking about animation because I could see it as an animated thing. I'm talking specifically about the company in charge of Despicable Me and
so you're
Minions.
talking about Illumination.
I'm talking about Illumination because we could all agree. Like, I definitely think like if it were coming from almost any other company, I could see a Legend of Zelda game being turned into a movie, but it's still being animated, especially with Metroid. Like, even we saw what Pixar did with the new Lightyear movie. I don't know if you watched that.
Yeah, I loved Lightyear. I thought it was good.
The visuals, I don't know about the plot, but the visuals were fantastic. I could see a Metroid-based movie coming from the likes of Pixar. It's Illumination, though.
Okay, but also think about this. Now, this is a Nintendo-ran movie company. It's Nintendo's.
Right.
They chose to reach out to Illumination. So who's to say that they don't reach out to this person, this company? Boom, boom. What if they did get Pixar to do a Metroid? Like that animation.
That'd be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
It's really up to Nintendo at this point. Because Nintendo is its own thing. It's not ran by Disney. It's not ran by Pixar, Sony. It's Nintendo.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of possibilities where a lot of good can come from it because they can choose anybody to work with. They don't have to just run through Illumination. They could, like, take Kirby for an example. Kirby would be the perfect person to go to for Illumination.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. 100%. Kirby would be Illumination. 100%.
Yeah.
Link would probably, animation-wise, probably Pixar. Same with Metroid. Pixar could probably do a very good job with both those characters.
Yeah.
Plotline made by the person who runs Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of great possibilities, and I'm super excited for their future. And I really do hope that a Super Smash Bros. Kind of movie could come out because, man, that would be so cool to see.
I'd be interested to see how they're going to do that if that is the case.
Right. Because right now you have Mario and you have Sonic, and I guarantee you that whoever's running Sonic isn't going to have a problem with that.
Yeah. That being said, we'll move on because we just talk a lot.
We're good at talking.
I love it, dude.
Right.
A slew of new trailers came out this week. We've got the new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer.
Yep.
We've got the Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer, and we've got Indiana Jones.
Yep.
I'm assuming you haven't seen any of them.
Correct.
You haven't seen any of them?
No, I knew. So I saw a picture on Instagram about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's how I found out that there was a new trailer, and I was very upset because I saw the picture and I didn't want to see the picture.
Yeah.
So that already led me to believe in some things, which I hate. We'll talk about that another time. I won't say that on podcast.
Yeah.
Just to save the people who are listening. If they don't know what I know, then I'd rather keep that.
Right. Indiana
Jones. I found out today from you that they're even making another Indiana Jones. I had no idea. And I didn't know Harrison. Ty told me today that Harrison Ford is doing it. He's old.
He's very old.
What the heck? I love him. But bro, come on, take a break.
Yeah.
I don't need, just take a break, man. I love you. And I didn't even know they were making another Transformers movie.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, the cast for the Transformers movie is continually surprising me. I'm not going to lie to you.
Bless you.
Pete Davidson is voicing one of the Transformers.
Oh, I'm stoked. I'm watching it.
You really?
I haven't seen a Transformer movie in forever. I really haven't. Now that you just told me Pete Davidson's in the movie, I'm watching it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot. Apparently, I don't know if do you know Toby New? I'm gonna butcher this so bad. Toby Niguegue. Okay, I can't even pronounce it. He's a super talented rap artist.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure you know some of his stuff. But
I probably do. I'd have to hear it though.
He's voicing one of the Transformers.
Dope.
Like this, dude. This guy is on the up and up because he not only did a song for the Black Panther soundtrack, but now he's voicing a Transform. Like,
good for him. That's fantastic. Good for him.
He's a little bit of a lesser known artist, but he deserves to be recognized more because he's
good for him.
Doing a lot of work.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. We got Peter Dinklage voicing one of the Transformers.
Don't know what that is.
Michelle, again, another book drums. No. I think it's Yao. Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, don't know.
She was in another movie you haven't seen, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes, I have. What the heck? I love that.
You saw that movie?
Yeah, it's a solid movie.
Bro, how
very good movie.
Talked about this.
I don't know. This very long, but
that is my favorite movie of this year.
Wow.
Yeah. Hands down. The main actress in that.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's going to be voicing one of the Transformers.
Cool.
So
we'll talk about that later. We'll
so we RC, one of the Transformers, she's the female Transformer that transforms into. Okay.
I know nothing about Transformers like that.
Okay. One of my favorite
robots.
Yeah. She's one of my favorite Transformers.
Okay.
Now, on the post I'm looking at, it says that it's being voiced by Gray. Man, just another name I'm literally gonna butcher. I should know this, but it's Gray Delisol. I don't think that's how it's pronounced.
Okay.
On here, that's what it says. But I saw another post that said that Liza Koshy is voicing.
Don't know who that is either.
You definitely know Liza Koshy.
Okay, listen. When you tell me actors or actresses' names, if it's not very, very big name,
she is.
Or maybe
though.
Then
it's not an actress. It's a Vine star.
Oh, wait, what's her name?
Liza Koshy.
Oh, I know Liza.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. How did it? She was dating
because it's because I don't. It doesn't register in my brain.
Yeah,
I was thinking it's a movie
actress.
Person. The moment you said a Vine,
yep,
I know exactly who it is.
I'm tracking with you.
I'm good with artists.
Yeah,
that's who I'm good with.
Yeah.
Actors and actresses, I cannot register them for the life of me unless it's like one of my favorite movies or like. I don't know. I've seen multiple of their movies. It's very, very slow. Like I know Andy Samberg because he's from one of my favorite movie of all time. He's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I love that show. Yeah. He's in Popstar. Love that movie. Like Samuel L. Jackson, Chris Pratt, Tom Cruise. Like I know these people.
Right.
Then you're gonna get into other movie stars, and I probably haven't seen their movies. I'm not a movie guy like that. Yeah. So that's my reasoning.
Yeah. I'm interested to
That's
see
crazy
that
Liza got a role. What the heck?
I'm telling you, bro.
She's comedy. She's comedy.
She's funny.
I love her videos. They're funny.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. Yeah, man. I don't think we're emotionally ready for this new Guardians of the Galaxy movie either.
No,
so.
I'm not.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't watch the trailer, but I'm also sad that you got some stuff spoiled. Last thing I'll talk about.
It's not spoiled. It's my own assumption.
Hypothetical. Yeah.
Yes. But
yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
So we'll see. Last thing we'll talk about, James Gunn, and I can't remember the other guy that he's working with to kind of map out the DC universe, but apparently the rumor is that they're finishing up the roadmap and they're going to release somewhat of that roadmap in the next 2 months or so. Awesome. And James Gunn tweeted a post with a picture of the Kingdom Come storyline. Now,
never mind. You said something different.
Oh, what were you going to say?
I thought you were going to talk about Lobo again.
I
think we already talked about that on podcast.
We might have, but I also don't remember. The Kingdom Come storyline, which, to be honest, I'm not I need to familiarize myself with that.
I have no idea what that is.
No idea what that is, but I'm intrigued to see what James Gunn does.
He's fantastic at his job.
Fantastic at his job.
I have full faith in whatever he produces.
Yeah, he just has a very specific directorial style. So I'm intrigued to see how that plays out when he's kind of like a Kevin Feige role of the DC universe.
Right.
It'll be interesting.
Because James Gunn is more of a darker story, right? Like that's what he kind of portrays to.
Well, no, because he does more like comedy from what I've gotten, like Guardians of the Galaxy and like.
Who's the one that does darker stuff? I don't know.
There's a couple. There's a lot.
Yeah. I do believe in him though. Because
I do too.
I watched a video today and they were like, tell me how James Gunn made it where the Guardians of the Galaxy are some of the most emotionally attached characters we have gotten to know.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, no, you're right. Like, yeah. It's the most random characters you don't think you would have been emotionally attached to.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I have full faith in what James Gunn does and what he can do. So
yeah. And I forget too, he's not directing all these movies. He's just kind of mapping out what movies we're going to see.
Right.
In that respect, I mean, James Gunn's James Gunn. He's just dope. He's amazing.
Yeah. I'd love to see him and his hand in a Shazam movie.
I think he could pull that off really well. Yeah, I think he could do that solidly. So
or Flash. Honestly, I think if he was
that would be dope.
Like a co-producer, I think, director. Or whatever the heck he is.
Yeah.
I don't know titles of those either.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think if he had a hand in a Flash movie, because Barry Allen is he's kind of like Peter Parker in a sense of witty to a degree. So I could see a good storyline if he helped with a Flash movie. I could see that doing very well.
Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to step in on a few of these movies,
he really could.
I think he could. I think he could do it. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm excited to see what this lineup is and like what movies he chooses to kind of put forward. So we'll see.
Agree.
But yeah, that's kind of all the news we got this week, or at least all the news we have time for. Any last remarks before we get into our general discussion topic?
No, I'm stoked for what's to come. We got some great movies coming out in the next year, next 2 years, next 3 years. We got some good stuff, and I'm very, very excited to see how each universe plays out, how each movie comes to terms. I'm excited.
Definitely agree with you there.
Yeah.
So. All right, here.
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's
good.
Been a minute.
It's been literally a minute.
Literally one single
1 minute. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a while, so we figured we'd do another fun discussion topic as once before. So we did the kind of drafting system with superheroes, and now I think it's time that we switch it up a bit. We're going to do our Suicide Squad / Thunderbolts team. Now, many people know the Suicide Squad. Not so many people know the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts is basically kind of the Suicide Squad for the Marvel universe.
Yep.
So it's basically the same concept transferred over. Jaden, did you have anything that you wanted to kind of any rules or anything that you wanted to just clarify or anything like that?
Yeah. So basically, how we're gonna do it is so these are both two separate teams. So for Thunderbolt and for Suicide Squad, we choose a hero who is kind of overlooking the villains, because it's a villain squad. For those who don't know, it's a villain squad who are hired to do good in order for them to like lower their sentence, drop charges, stuff like that. It's a peace offering, not peace offering. It's an agreement.
Right.
And so we choose one hero to oversee them. And if need be, if things get out of hand, they're capable of helping out in the situation, but they're mainly there to like oversee and have them not, kill a innocent civilian or like run away, stuff like that. And then overall, we have 6 villains, and we also included anti-heroes because in some aspects it's kind of hard to just choose villains.
Right.
So we also added anti-heroes in each squad. So there are going to be 6 villains or anti-heroes in each group, and then 1 leader for each group. So a total of 7 characters altogether.
Right. Yeah. So, and for the Suicide Squad, we did do it to where we can mainly choose from the comic book realm because the DC film universe hasn't really been concise. It hasn't really been whatever. Yeah. But for the Thunderbolts, being that as a Marvel team, we did decide to keep it consistent with the MCU. Right. It's going to be a little wonky and weird, but that's just because there's no comparing the 2 universes. So, I think how I'll say this too. I think how we should format it is our first, whatever we say first has to be the leader of the team. If that makes sense. So presenting the leader first, because I was listening through the last podcast we did that was like this. And personally, I didn't list my leader first. And sometimes I think I forgot to list who was my leader as a part of that team. So just when we're going through this team, we'll kind of do that. So Jaden, what do you want to do? Do you want to do Suicide Squad first or Thunderbolts?
I think because more people know Suicide Squad, I say let's go with the Thunderbolts.
Oh, wow. You completely juked me. I was like, since people know the Suicide Squad, I was like, yeah, of course. You're like, let's go with Thunderbolts. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right. Cool.
If you want, we could go.
No.
Honestly, I don't really care because they're the exact same thing. Just different unit. So I don't really care.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm for the Thunderbolts team. You're going to be shocked. Dude.
I think you will be too, honestly.
Yeah. I got some picks that are like,
okay, dang. real quick. So we could do this 2 separate ways because for some reason I made my list in a way, but we don't have to do it because it works either way. Anyway, this is the idea.
Yeah,
so we can either do a draft style where if you choose it, I can't. We could either do it that way and have kind of fun with that, or we could just make a list.
You know what?
Either way. Because I have extra people, because for some reason, when we said draft, I was like, okay, I need extra people in case he chooses it. And then now I'm realizing we didn't do that for the other one.
Right.
We could so that one's up to you. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. If you don't want to do draft style, that's totally fine. If you do, cool. By all means, that's cool.
I did not format it that way, but I think this is more interesting if we do it draft style.
Okay.
I'm scared, but I'll
let you go first.
Are we doing it to where even if we pick the leader that we're not going to...
We'll say leader's not included in the draft.
Okay.
Because... yeah, leader won't be included because it's really a team for villains / anti-heroes. We weren't really. Leaders doesn't count.
So I'll still have you go first, and we'll just say our leaders first, and then we'll move on from there.
Do you want me to start the draft, or do you want to start the draft? Because I know you were very upset over Halloween.
Look, we've passed this. We moved on. Forgive and forget. That's it. We're moving on. Okay. I'm not gonna get mad this time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You're looking a little angry over there. I don't know.
I'm not gonna get mad. There. No, it's fine. Go ahead, Jaden. No, I'm kidding. No, this time we'll handle it. We'll settle this like gentlemen. A gentleman's score.
I'm gonna name the first one. You're gonna be like
expletives like you've never heard before, ladies and gentlemen.
That's funny. Okay, so we'll start out saying both of our leaders.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, cool. So for Thunderbolts, and we're running through Thunderbolts first. So my leader is Iron Man. It makes the most sense.
Yep.
He's good in the battlefield, and he's also a genius. So I feel like it was a very obvious choice to go Iron Man for a leader.
Now, I chose Iron Man as well, but there was a draft. Yeah, I know, seriously. Honestly, but even if you would have said Iron Man, I would have chosen Nick Fury because that was my close second. I was like, like if you're thinking about the Suicide Squad and like the movie, if you think of like a Rick Flag type character, which is kind of the handler of all of it, or even like an Amanda Waller.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We did not say who we were fighting.
Thank you for catching us. Yeah, go ahead.
For Thunderbolt,
yes,
we are facing, this is a kind of what if scenario. So this is our own team going up against Loki and the aliens and the attack of New York. Yeah. So it's not your typical Avengers. This is our what if version.
Right. So we just love to geek out on stuff like this. So we created a what if storyline where the Avengers never were form whatever you call it. Formed.
They were never assembled.
Right. And so like Fury or Shield or whoever actually formed a team of like supervillains to kind of a Suicide Squad scenario. Right. So yes, and we'll save the other other
for when we get to Suicide Squad.
So anyways, speaking of which, I mean,
as you were saying,
whatever. I've had 2 cups of coffee today, so I'm jittery and also incoherent.
Love it.
Hence the word non-coherent, which isn't an actual word. You know what I mean? So, who do you pick as your first pick?
All right. So for now I have to figure out who I'm choosing first.
I know.
You know what? I didn't want to start with him, but since it's draft style now, my number 1 pick is an anti-hero, and I'm going Wolverine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
what's the why? I can understand, but explain why.
So my reasoning is, one, his claws are going through anything. He's not getting destroyed. None of these no-named aliens are beating him.
Yeah.
If he went one-on-one with Loki, Loki's losing.
Like, of course.
It's simple as that. He has he can heal. What is the word?
Regeneration.
Sorry, there it is.
Yeah.
He has very quick regeneration ability, so that alone is going to help him majorly. If he gets shot by an alien weapon, that don't mean nothing.
Doesn't mean
he's gonna be like, watch this, bub, and then boom, attack. So I don't know. I feel like it was one of my favorite choices. He's going crazy.
Yeah, I love the deep cut bub reference.
Thank you.
Just puts a smile on my face.
So we gotta go crazy on these.
So I'm feeling pretty confident about my list because I think a lot of these guys you probably aren't going to choose, and if you do choose them, I am going to be shocked. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be surprised. For my first choice, I have to secure this guy. He is going to bring a lot to the table.
Okay,
and that is Abomination. I know. I had to secure him. I had to choose him because...
Dang it!
I know. He's a heavy hitter. He's kind of like the only heavy hitter that is, either a supervillain or an anti-hero, depending on what way you look at it. You know what I mean? I had to secure him. I didn't just choose it.
I don't know why I didn't go with him first. He's on my list.
Yeah. This is... Okay, I was listening back to our Halloween candy draft. Exactly what you're going through is exactly... I saw what you could have chose, and I didn't shoot all of what you chose. All of your top 3 were my top 3. Yeah. I didn't just go down the line. I don't know why. So,
man, dang it.
See,
because the reason why I didn't choose him first is because of the abilities of Wolverine. And I was like, man, if that's a solid number 1, who would I go against? So
yeah. He is a heavy hitter, though, because he cannot be killed unless somehow you access a vibranium bullet.
Right. But see, with Abomination, you have a Hulk. And Hulk did his thing. He held his own.
Yeah.
Oh, I really should have went Abomination first. I'm really upset about that.
Well, what's your second choice?
That's a solid choice.
It is.
Oh, man, it's scary now because
I know.
Okay. Now, I'm going to shock you a little bit here.
That's okay.
I do need a heavy hitter. And it's a little bit of a shock, but nobody understands this man's strength. They don't. And they don't understand his ability of he jumps super high. He could now he's not as strong as a Hulk or an Abomination, but his strength level it's up there. He can jump very, very high. And in his soul, He's a destroyer. So,
Okay.
that being said, I'm going Drax the Destroyer, baby.
Okay.
As an anti-hero.
Okay.
He's always been after Thanos' neck. This is his army. So Drax is automatically going to be like, oh, this is going to lead to Thanos. I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, on my list, he's one of the only people that are going to be able to stop the flying ones because of his strength and he jumps super high. And we saw that in the little holiday special. Mm-hmm. So I felt like it was a very good choice to choose. And he's not afraid to like do some risky, crazy crap. Like he'll jump in the mouth of one of them beasts and destroy the inside. And we saw that in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yes.
So by all means, I'm taking Drax, and I know that's a shocker as a number 2, but I needed a bigger heavy hitter for the flying ones. So.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, like in the comics, Drax was literally made to destroy Thanos.
Right.
Like
100%.
He was just like genetically engineered for that to be a reality. He is a heavy hitter. He is an underrated heavy hitter, but he's still a heavy hitter.
You're not going to find a lot of people who put Drax on their list.
No, because
100%.
They think of him as a hero. But if you think about it, the entire plot of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie takes place in 2014. If we're thinking about the Avengers movie, which takes place in 2012, he's still a convicted felon. Like he is still a bad guy.
No, he's still killing people.
2 years before Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right. He's murdering
He's still
people.
a villain. Yeah. So,
and we even see him try to kill Ronan. When he literally called Ronan, said, "Hey boy, we is here, come." And he was like, "Watch this, I got my knives of fury," and failed. But he tried.
Literally, which I'm not going to say anything, but there's a good pick in there. There's a good pick in that conversation. So
okay. Very interesting. I'm not picking up who you're putting down.
I know. I'm not.
We'll save that because I guarantee I don't have him on my list. So we'll save that for the aftermath.
I'm gonna secure another pretty big heavy hitter.
I'm very scared. Don't do it.
Now.
Don't do it. Don't do it to me.
I can go one of two ways. I think I'm gonna go this way though. So
don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
I don't know. I don't think you are gonna pick this guy, but
don't do it to me.
One thing that the original Avengers didn't have that probably would have helped them in the long run is a sorcerer. I'm going to go with Baron Mordo. Think about this. Baron Mordo is less experienced than the Ancient One, but like pretty high up there in terms of skill level. Definitely anti-hero slash.
Was that the main bad guy in Doctor Strange, or is that the one in the green suit?
No. That's the one in the green suit.
Okay.
I was gonna think of the other guy.
I don't know his name.
The Dormammu's magic kind of.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good choice. That's an underrated choice.
So I think a sorcerer is definitely going to come in handy with not only numbers of Chitauri, but also dealing with another somewhat sorcerer like Loki.
Right. No, that's a great pick.
Yeah. I mean, you can put him in the mirror dimension. There's so much potential with a sorcerer that it's kind of hard to put a cap on his.
It would have been a very good battle between Loki and him, because Loki is a magician.
Yeah.
So to even capture him inside the Mirrorverse, like to see them go, that's a fantastic choice. That's a solid pick.
If we're thinking about Endgame, when Hulk goes to talk to the Ancient One's just chilling on the Sanctum Sanctorum. Like kind of taking down like Chitauri, but she could have been doing way more in that movie. Yeah, and they were like,
she knew that they could handle it, but if they didn't, like she could have wiped him out instantly.
I guess, but like, really, like you don't want to help. Like, I don't know. Anyways,
she's like, that ain't my fight. Yeah, you're right.
All right, so who's your third choice?
All right, I'm glad you didn't choose him, and I have a very strong feeling that you're not going to choose the other two people on my main list. So off bat, I'm choosing Venom.
Ooh.
I gotta go Venom.
Good choice.
Because like Drax, he has the ability to be a very big hitter.
Yeah.
And he has enough to feast to not be angry at normal people. So
hey,
he's going crazy. And they're aliens, so he probably has some conflict with them already.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He's already probably pissed off at them. They probably killed his family or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like especially having like Eddie Brock with him, there's still some like good inside of him. Like you won't do something to some extent. So I feel like he's in this scenario, he's very controllable, but also can release just as much mayhem as like Abomination, because he's a bigger build than Drax is. But in my opinion, I think they have Drax might be a little bit more powerful. If not, they're on the same level of power. So I did need another heavy tank. So I'm a be okay with Venom.
Yeah.
And that's who I thought you were going to pick. Honestly, I was a little worried because you said a strong hitter. So I got a little bit worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, even in terms of weaknesses, I think Drax is stronger because Venom's weakness is sound.
Right.
Sure, it's a loud battle and fire. So, but you got to think about it. Like, again, stronger build, definitely able to take out a lot of guys.
Right, and nobody's hitting the high pitched noise that hurts him. So
yeah,
like there might be a fire, but he ain't gonna stay where the fire is.
Yeah, it's gonna be totally fine. So yeah, no, I definitely agree. And the thing is too, I don't know but like Venom could like split up and like take over host bodies and multiply himself to be like more of a that'd be sick.
There's
that'd
a lot of opportunity for Venom. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lots
100%.
of opportunity for Venom. Right. And like on top of that, if he takes over a host body, not everybody is compatible with him. They'll die right after.
Right.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm gonna do my strong 3.
I'm going to be very, very shocked if you choose, because you already took Abomination. So on my original list, I have 2 more.
Yeah.
So if you choose these 2, I'm going to be quite shocked, honestly.
Yeah. So I've got Abomination, heavy hitter, strong dude. Yep. I've got Baron Mordo, like a magician, sorcerer, kind of hitting.
Yeah.
We need some like melee combat. Good old boy, like not good old boys, but we need some like warriors. We need some like kind of like your Hawkeye or your Black Widow kind of character, even Captain America.
You're right.
And for that, I'm going Killmonger.
Oh, yeah, good choice. Beautiful choice. I applaud that choice.
Killmonger. Yeah.
Didn't even have him on my list, and I feel like I disrespected him. That's an incredible choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Killmonger with the Wakandan, like the Killmonger suit, like the vibranium suit.
That's genius because he was a Black Panther.
Yeah.
He took it.
Exactly. And if you think about
good choice.
He's got like that. He's got that military experience and that hand-to-hand combat experience. So he's really intelligent. If they're trying to figure out the whole thing with the Tesseract, or if they need help on the ground, if they need somewhat of like a team leader that isn't Iron Man or like that hero or whatever.
Right.
He fits. Man. He's kind of like the Captain America of that team without, you know what I mean? So
that's genius.
Whatever there. But yeah, no, I'm choosing Killmonger. That's my strong 3. I got some shockers for you coming up.
So far, besides Abomination, I feel like that anybody would have chosen Abomination.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, since you're going military, I got a military man of my own.
Okay.
Love this guy. He is a killer off bat. He ain't taking crap from nobody. Ain't nobody even touching him. Nobody's touching him. I'm going Punisher.
Oh, yeah. Dude, how could you not choose Punisher?
Because, like you said, he's going to be that Hawkeye. He's going to be that eye in the sky.
Exactly.
And he's going to take shots. Yep. Bro, you give him all of his weapons on a rooftop?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's over. It is over.
You give him 3 or 4 rooftops?
Yeah.
Just in case one explodes?
Yeah.
No, bro, it's
done.
Over.
It's over.
You're not stopping Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's human. He's more liable to die.
Right.
He doesn't really have armor.
Right.
But you're not touching him.
No, there's no way.
He's already got a plan
of
how he's going to do it. And he's taking out multiple each shot.
Yeah.
You're not stopping Punisher.
It's not happening. Because have you seen the Daredevil show?
Yes. I haven't seen Punisher yet.
Okay.
Punisher yet.
Watch Punisher.
I will. I'll get there. But
you're going to you're going to realize how great of a choice that was.
Thank you.
There's just no stopping.
I had to, because like Killmonger, he's that leader type.
Yeah.
It's just I had to go Punisher.
Yeah.
All right, number 4 for you. Who you got?
Well, I've got some shockers. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go with first. I'm going to go with the least shocking one.
Okay.
This is a character you hate so much. So much.
I have a feeling I know who it is.
But they're essential. They're essential. Because where you are lacking, they will fill that space perfectly.
Okay.
Perfectly. And that character is Taskmaster.
Oh my gosh, you're stupid.
Well, I know you don't. I know.
You lost the draft.
I know you don't hate the character, the comic book character. You do hate the Black Widow version of the character.
Yeah, they did Taskmaster so dirty.
I don't think
disrespected Taskmaster to like a whole different level. Like they disrespected Taskmaster to the level of Thor: The Dark World. They disrespected.
Whoa, dude!
Disrespected. You lost the draft, right?
Well, no. You lost. Those combat scenes in that movie, solid combat.
If it was Taskmaster in even the video game or like the animated shows of how they portrayed Taskmaster, you would have won. That's a beautiful pick if it's one of those. But
I still think I understand the frustration, but I still think you're dead wrong. Taskmaster is Taskmaster.
Look, to an extent, you're right. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
I'll respect the pick.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's the MCU version is where I'm going to.
It's got to be
disrespect.
Yeah.
So I'll respect the idea of Taskmaster and the abilities thereof, because that is a solid choice. If
you got Hawkeye, you got Black Widow, you got Black Panther, you got Spider-Man, you got Bucky, you got it's just happening. You know what I mean? You missing something? Oh, don't worry. Taskmaster's on his way. He's got it. Or she. Hey, Black Widow, we got it. It's done.
Here's the thing, though. Because obviously Taskmaster has to fight the person to immediately understand, right?
Right. Oh, yeah, dude. We forgot about that. We forgot about the fact that she can freaking analyze the person she's fighting and just track the movements down to
But think about this, though.
Yeah.
The aliens' combat moves ain't going to be no help to Taskmaster. Zero help. Except maybe I know where you're going to shoot.
Right.
That's it. Now, the team up you have is going to be a little bit tricky for Taskmaster to even replicate, because you have Abomination. What is Taskmaster going to take from that to jump?
Yeah, I guess
Abomination's a little bit on the lesser end, and then you have Killmonger. Solid choice. Taskmaster can take away from a lot for that.
Yes.
So in that case, super good choice. And then you have Baron Mordo.
Yeah.
Does that mean Taskmaster gets to wield magic?
No, but you're forgetting about this.
So you have hand-to-hand combat.
Right. You're forgetting about this, though. Taskmaster doesn't need to see the person they're copying at all times. They just need to watch them once.
No. I know. Yeah. So that's why I'm bringing up your team right now, too.
Yeah.
So depending on who your last two are is going to determine the willpower of Taskmaster, essentially. Because if you build a good team around Taskmaster, you win. So it's still a solid choice. I do respect the choice. I do love Taskmaster. I still completely think they disrespected Taskmaster in the movie. But for the draft, solid choice, and I can respect it.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
Now I'm interested. Yeah, of course. I knew you wouldn't have it. That's why I kind of
100%
was
good choice.
Confident. That's why I saved it for last, because I was there's no way he's going to choose it. Yeah,
you're right. You should have saved that honestly for the very last. I
know, but I kind of wanted to shock you with these other two. Good. So I was like,
okay. Well, I mean, even Taskmaster shocked me. That was okay. I was shocked because I don't like it.
Well, get ready.
I don't like
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. Now you're going to be shocked on this one I got. So, who do we got? We got Wolverine, and he's going to kind of take that Captain America role. You got Punisher. He's going to take that Hawkeye role. You got Drax and Venom, who's more on the heavy hitter end. So I'd count him as like Thor to some extent for strength and a Hulk.
Yeah.
Power level. So who are we missing? I'm thinking level wise, maybe not, but Black Widow. Who we got for Black Widow? I'm taking Moon Knight. He's
the thing.
An anti-hero, and you can't. The man murdered everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it. If
you don't want, I can switch up. If you really want me to, I can switch up.
What do you want to do?
It's up to you. It's your call. You can pull the flag.
It's so hard because you've got so many characters within. I'm going to say no for that one.
I got Elektra.
Okay, cool.
Same exact thing. I got Elektra.
Yeah.
Because then you already got experience with Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
That she's taking the Black Widow role.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really kind of upset with the Moon Knight thing now. I'm kind of really bummed.
It's okay.
Because man, I was hyped about. There's something in my throat. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was very hyped for choosing Moon Knight. I was like, man, that's a good. That's a sneaker.
It's hard because it's not like it's one person that we can definitively say, oh yeah, no, that is an anti-hero. Because you've got oh crap, now you're gonna test me on this. Mark Spector, and then you've also got oh crap, what?
But I'm not choosing
Grant.
Right.
And then you've got Jake Lockley. Jake Lockley, and I'd say Mark Spector. Definitely anti-heroes. Oh my gosh, Stephen Grant. Little bit on the hero side.
But how often is Stephen Grant becoming Moon Knight?
In that final battle sequence, they were switching back and forth equally.
Right. Now think about the entirety of the show.
Yeah. I know.
You got your how many 8 episodes to 1 or sorry, so 7 to 1.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, I'll respect the decision of calling it because I'm very okay with Elektra too.
Okay. You do have some strong abilities with Moon Knight, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. So actually, let me switch Elektra out too. I'm switching her. I don't want Elektra. I ain't choosing Elektra over for Moon Knight. I'm choosing Electro.
Electro. Okay. That's a good choice because it's a superpowered being who can fly, and shoot electric beams.
Right. So I'm gonna choose Electro. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so funny that in Marvel Comics there's an Elektra and Electro.
Right. Interesting. Very
no correlation to each other whatsoever.
Nor does Elektra have any of those abilities.
No, not even close.
Electric. Yeah. So,
yeah. Super weird. But
we accept it.
Yeah. So you have multiple choices for your last choice, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Is looking at your choices, are you wanting to swap any of them for Moon Knight? Or do you have a solid last pick?
Electro is my
for your 5th pick, yeah, but you still have one more pick. Are you still are you wanting to trade out who you already have as your last pick for Moon Knight? You know, does that make sense?
Moon Knight's not my last pick.
No, I know, but I'm saying whoever your last pick is right now, are you wanting to switch them out for Moon Knight, or you want to keep the guy who's your last pick right now?
I'm confused on what you're saying. I'm not choosing Moon Knight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because he was ruled out. He's ruled out.
Okay, but you're content with your last choice is what I'm saying. I'm not going to have you say it right now. I'm just asking before we get to that point.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's shocker number 1.
All right, let's hear it.
For my 5th pick.
Okay.
We have kind of a strategic. We have two very great hand-to-hand combats who are one is really intelligent and kind of a leader, could be a leader of the team, aside from Iron Man, and the other is like very strategic-minded, very inept and aware. of the battlefield. We've got a sorcerer and we've got like a Hulk.
You have another sorcerer.
No. I'm just saying, listing.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listing who we've already said.
Yeah.
We need some tech-minded people. Now, yes, Killmonger is kind of tech-minded. We need some more tech-minded people to solve the whole Tesseract portal thing.
Oh, I have a feeling I know who you're going to choose.
Okay. And we also need somebody who's like gonna bring a little bit of some numbers to it, kind of somebody who's gonna be all over the place, and yet helping on the portal, ending the portal once and for all. For my 5th pick, I'm choosing Yellow Jacket.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yep. It's an Ant-Man type figure who can shrink and has blasters.
Wow.
The more that I think about it, though, he doesn't call in the numbers as I thought he would.
No, he does not.
Because I was thinking of Ant-Man, and I was like, oh, it's basically Ant-Man. Not really, though. It's kind of like more of a Wasp character.
But it's still a solid choice.
Stealth, covert ops, and yet technologically minded.
Right.
I think we've got a solid pick there. And if you give the Yellow Jacket the ability to grow like Giant Man, which we haven't seen in the MCU, but if you give it that, it's an extra thing.
It's over.
It's an added thing, but it's more of like a lesser pick. So
that's a good choice. I'm not upset at that choice.
Yeah, that's not who you thought I was going to pick. You're like, I think I know.
I thought you were going to choose MODOK.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because that would have shocked me just as much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would have been a huge shock.
The first, and then the other person is one of my choices, but now I'm debating.
Thinking.
Because in one hand, you have another hard hitter, but he's also a genius.
Okay.
Then I have another genius.
Yeah.
But to an extent has superpowers. So who am I going to choose? I'm going to choose the superpower one. I'm going Dr. Doom. Now, we're not going comic book, so
we're
he's
not, but
crazy powerful. But in the first, it's MCU. Or we can't count that.
No. Yeah, no. We counted.
You're right. Because we chose. There's Punisher in there. There's Wolverine. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Doom because he's a genius.
Solid choice.
And he controls lightning.
Yes.
And guess what? He's not even on my list. I just thought of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Also,
good impromptu choice.
Now that I have Electro, who's gonna amplify the power?
Yeah.
Electro.
Yeah.
So it works out in my end. If you don't choose who I also had, I'll tell you who my last choice was in that.
I'm definitely not choosing
who it could have been. Okay.
I'm definitely not choosing that.
Let's see. Because it'd be crazy if we
were thought of the same guy. That's crazy.
That would have been nuts. So
Loki is great at illusions. Loki's fantastic at illusions.
One of the best.
We need someone to.
Yeah,
honestly,
we're not thinking of the same person.
Yeah, not at all.
Just the way that you introduced.
Yeah.
No.
We need someone to either match or match that illusion status, or we need someone who is really going to get inside Loki's head or confuse him. Yeah.
Okay. I have 2 thoughts.
And we need some numbers too. We need some numbers as well.
I'm shocked. I don't know who it is.
My last pick, and I'm not saving this because he's my best pick. Yeah, I am saving this because it is the one that even shocked me the most.
Okay.
And that is Mysterio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? You won the draft. You won that one 110%. That's fantastic.
With access to that many Stark drones and that many Chitauri coming through, he's going to not only be able to shoot and like take down the Chitauri, but he's also going to be able to cause illusions for Loki.
Everyone else.
And to kind of, yeah, exactly. Be kind of somewhat of a heavy hitter. Now, that does put him in a vulnerable spot because he has no powers. His only thing is that he can control drones. That is it. That does put him at a vulnerable spot. but it also adds so many numbers to their ranks.
Man.
Yeah.
I applaud that.
Yeah.
I think you win this draft, and we got to make a poll. We got to do our thing.
Definitely 100%.
But I guarantee you won that draft 100%.
Yeah.
That's a great squad.
Because you're not thinking of the Spider-Man from the Spider-Man, like Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy. You're not thinking of those villains. You're really not. Honestly, Vulture would have been a really good pick too. Was that who you thought I was going to pick?
No. Honestly, I thought you were going either Enchantress, and then I realized she hasn't been in the MCU yet, or Hela.
Enchantress
to go up against Loki.
Technically has been in the MCU as Sylvie from the Loki series. That technically is Enchantress. It's like a mix between Lady Loki and Enchantress into one being.
Yeah, that's stupid. No.
Hela would have been a good choice too. Hela would have been a great choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had two other people.
Let's just talk about that. Hela was the unsung hero that would have been such a fantastic choice.
I thought about her.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be too overpowering. I didn't want to be that guy. Where it was like,
it's fair. That's fair.
Because she could have took everyone.
Ego. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
somebody like that.
She could have beat everybody. She would have destroyed Loki without hesitating. So to me, it would have been unfair. But yeah. So the other two, and I'll kind of make this quick, that I had were Doc Ock and Bucky. Ooh. But I didn't know the reason why I didn't ever put him in my main list is because right now he's hero. He's fixing his ways in his anti-hero story.
By the time that the Avengers movie came out, which is 2012.
Oh, so we're doing 2012 base. Okay, cool.
He would have been Winter Soldier. So.
That would have been a really good choice. Then I kind of wish he was in my list. Yeah. But I'm cool with my list. I like my list a lot, so I'm cool with it.
Same here.
Did you have any other people you thought of? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I was going to say Ronan the Accuser. That's who I was talking about. You were talking about Drax and Ronan and stuff. Ronan the Accuser would have unit.
Once again, it would have been like
without the Power Stone. Without the Power Stone.
Even then, I don't know. I feel like he's still a little over. Also, it's his arm.
Well, Ronan's army wasn't necessarily the Jatari. It was some sort of other alien breed.
But it was given by Ronan, which was given by Thanos.
Well, no, the Jatari were given to Loki by Thanos himself.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was just thinking about this too. You know who else would have been a really great choice?
Who?
Namor.
Yeah. Dang it.
That would have been a really great choice.
But the problem is I made this list
before. We made this list a while ago. So
man,
we forgot about a lot of this.
He's one of my favorite superheroes.
He's so good. He's like he is an anti-hero, but he's also 100%. He's like so weird in between. So it's like it would have worked.
Man, I'm pissed.
I know. I didn't even choose. I was like, dang, bro. All right, man. You want to go to the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, and you can start us off for this one since I started the last one.
Well, let's just do the leaders then. Of course. Batman.
Yep.
Yeah. He's on top of everything. He knows everything.
Yes, he's literally the mastermind. He has a plan for everything.
So literally everything. Yeah.
If you didn't choose Batman, you're an idiot. It doesn't. You could have chosen Superman. Real quick, who are we facing?
Oh, thank you. Why do I keep forgetting about this?
Because we didn't go over it.
Yeah, that's fair. I will give you a hint.
I know who it is, though. You did the eyebrow, and nobody's watching. We're not on YouTube yet. You said,
listeners,
I'll give you a hint. Eyebrow.
Listeners, I will give you a hint.
Smolder.
It is none other than Dwayne the Rock Johnson himself.
Yep.
Black Adam. We've seen the might that Black Adam carries. He's a plausible threat.
Yep.
And they don't want to expend the Justice League on this. So everybody's going to die or they're not. We got to choose a good team that doesn't end up dying, but
I'm very scared that I just said you can go first because I have a lot of fun ones. And now I'm sad because you'll probably choose some.
I chose some pretty deep cuts and I chose some pretty serious ones. So to start, And maybe dang it.
I'm worried.
I'm gonna go with the ones that are probably the more famous ones. So okay, I'm gonna start with this one.
Okay.
I have my favorite DC character on here. I'm not gonna choose him because I am scared, but I'm going to risk it. I'm gonna choose the most well-known character on my list, and that is Reverse Flash.
Ooh.
Now I'm scared because you're breathing a sigh of relief. Meaning,
he's not even on my list. He's not even
on your list.
Not even my backup list.
We need to
be fair. Yeah, I'll let you give your thing.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm basically gonna create an anti-Justice League, a League of Doom, if you will. Essentially, is what I'm forming. And we need a speedster. We've seen in the movie that Black Adam does carry the ability of speed, standing for speed in the acronym of Shazam or whatever. We need a speedster. Reverse Flash is the best we're going to get. That is a villain, but also fast.
Good call. Now I could go two ways here because I think I know who your favorite is, and I think he's on my list.
Okay. You could very well steal him.
I could. But I also have a really good choice.
I know.
You know what? Screw it. We're going.
If you say
hold on. I can
cry. If you say it, I'm going to cry.
I have to be very smart here.
Yeah.
Because since we have Batman as leaders, he's good. He can give some things. He can help out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with none other than Deadshot.
Deadshot.
I'm going to go with Deadshot as my first pick.
Okay. Good.
Because, yes.
Did you think that was my favorite DC character?
I think it's somebody else that's still on my list. I don't know who your favorite is, but this character, I could see it being your favorite. Now, I didn't choose it.
Okay.
Because I feel like Deadshot is a good choice for long range.
Yeah, definitely.
And trick shots. He doesn't have to do a direct shot. So I feel like with Batman's supplies, there's some things that could definitely slow down and injure Black Adam.
Yeah.
So I feel like even though I wanted to do two others, I think Deadshot is going to be a very good asset to this team. And I feel like if I didn't take him first, it would have probably got me in the butt.
Yeah, because, I mean, even if he gets his hands on some of those missiles that were in the movie, I can't remember what they're called, but those like blue missiles.
Yeah.
You've got a fight on your hands. Definitely injured Black Adam. So, all right. So, since you didn't call him, I'm going to choose my favorite DC character of all time, and that is Deathstroke. Did you think it was? Did you think it was him? Okay, cool.
That was who I was deciding.
So, Deathstroke is basically another version of Batman. It's hard because if you look at the comics, Deathstroke has some pretty amazing gear, but that almost makes him overpowered, but it also doesn't at the same time. He has the suit that can literally block Superman's shots, and he also has this like really embellished gold sword that I haven't read that comic yet, so I don't exactly know what it does, but it looks like it does something god-killing. And so if he has his hands on that, that's great. Even if not, Deathstroke's Deathstroke. He's kind of incredible hand-to-hand combat, which, again, you're not going to get much of that when you're facing Black Adam because you're just going to be dead. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what version of Deathstroke you're getting and what gear he has.
I have a question.
Okay.
Did you even have Deadshot on your list?
No.
I should have chose Deathstroke.
But Deathstroke is kind of a lame choice when you think about it. No, the more that I'm thinking about this,
so dope.
He's dope, but what does he bring to a fight against Black Adam?
Gear. You put Batman and Deathstroke in the same room for preparation?
You're dang it.
Should have chosen.
In terms of strategy, oh my gosh, the strategy on them.
Should have chose Deathstroke.
But I didn't. Yeah. I just pick favorites.
Now I have another scary too.
This is okay. Let me just say first, this is interesting because you and I have never really had a full-on DC Comics discussion. So I don't know the depths of DC villains that you know.
Oh, I don't know as much of DC as you think I do.
I know, but I'm intrigued to see who you've chosen because of this fact. So anyways.
That's a cool thought.
Who's your third choice?
So I know you're not going to choose two of them. I know for a fact.
Okay. You're like Condiment King, and I'm like, no,
man.
Oh, hey, I just saw last night the new Suicide Squad.
It's great, isn't it? I told you.
Polka Dot Man,
goes
crazy.
OP. Yeah, he goes crazy. Actually,
dumb, but pretty OP.
Yeah,
not dumb.
Not choosing him. No, I ain't choosing him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Weasel. No, I'm just kidding.
Huh?
Greatest DC character of all time.
I'm just saying.
And since I have two hard hitters, I can save those for later. And if you choose one, you choose one. It's okay because I have two of them.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing Brains because you already got a long range. You already got somebody who can trick shot, and with Batman's gear, you have a good chance. Now, let me just explain with you. What's better than one genius with a lot of gear? Two. I'm choosing Lex Luthor.
Ooh.
Yes. Two billionaires with the best technology on the planet.
Yes.
There's no way that Black Adam will survive with the funding of Batman and Lex Luthor. There's zero chance of him winning now.
Yeah.
Now that I have those two, there's zero chance of him winning. It doesn't matter who I choose at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I had that was going to be my number one. And I was very scared that you were going to choose Lex.
No.
So
Lex isn't even on my list.
Wow.
So, and that's smart because it's not only the funding, but Lex Luthor is a genius.
Madman genius.
And so is Batman. So even though you're not getting the fighting ability of Deathstroke, you're still getting a pretty sizable villain that is almost as good, if not better in a lot of other areas than Deathstroke.
Right.
Deathstroke has no money behind him. Right. Like not like
skill and talent.
Not FU money. It's just
Lex wipes his butt with a couple $100 bills. He takes a couple at a time and wipes. Yeah. Just because
he has toilet paper rolls that are just purely $1 billion bills, which don't even exist to us poor people, but to him,
it's just for him. Yeah. So
wow,
I'm very happy with that choice. I'm very happy.
Wow. Okay. Well, now this is kind of cleared it up for me. So,
who was your first choice?
Reverse Flash.
That's right.
Yeah. So we've got a speedster.
Yep.
So we've got basically a Flash type character. Yep. We've got a Batman type character.
Mm-hmm.
We need to recreate the rest of the Justice League.
Okay. If you choose this person, I'm thinking of kind of dumb. Anyway.
Okay. So
we'll see. We'll see later down the line.
Now we need an Aquaman type character. Now there was two choices I could have gone for villains of Aquaman. I chose the cooler one that is so dope and has range on him. And I'm choosing Black Manta.
I called it in my head. I called it. Literally called it. I was like, when I was like, okay, he's recreating the Justice League. I was like, okay, Aquaman. I was like, he's choosing Black Manta.
Yeah.
If he's really recreating the Justice League, he's choosing Black Manta. That's comedy. That's funny.
There's another choice in there. I'm not going to say who because I want you to go through it. But Black Manta has the range of those eye beams, which were able to seriously put Aquaman down, which that's saying something. He can fly. He has a range of different hand-to-hand combat weapons that were, to my knowledge, provided by the Atlanteans, or he modified from the Atlanteans. So he's got military experience, hand-to-hand combat. Solid dude.
That's a solid choice.
We've got some stuff. So
that's a solid choice, and I applaud that. Now,
Yes.
What are we on, our third, right?
Fourth.
I'm on my third.
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, because I went first.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So
yeah,
my
I'm
third.
so sorry. Yes.
You good. I'm still going to say that character because I know for a fact you're not choosing that character.
Okay.
I know for a fact. But you're going to be shocked.
If I choose it, I'm going to be
I'll be
laughing.
Kind of upset because you've already chose mine. So I only have 3 reserves. And I don't want any of those reserves because I was like, oh, just in case. Yeah, I really don't. I don't want them.
Okay.
Because they're trash against Black Adam.
Yeah.
It's tricky. It's between these two. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Bane.
Ooh.
Hard hitter. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Bane because unlike my other one, he is a lot smarter than this other character that I could have chose. But he's
if you're looking at the comics, yeah. Well, no, even if you're looking at them, well, anyways,
he's a very hard hitter, and for his size, he's quite agile.
Yes,
he's quite quick with it.
Trained by the League of Assassins,
dude is a beast.
Yeah,
it's like
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, it's like an athletic Hulk.
Yeah,
yes, yeah. So I think with 2 geniuses behind the scene, Bane's going to get even more practice and understanding of how to take down his opponent.
100%.
So I like Bane as my number 3.
Yeah, because you've got Batman, Lex, and Bane right now.
Right.
Solid.
And they're
solid choices.
Bane's not on the same level of genius, but he's a smart dude. He understands planning and execution very, very well.
He was the one and only person to take down the Batman. In comic history, he is the one person that's ever broken the bat.
Right.
And think about this too. Like Lex is incredibly gifted in making gear. Same with Batman. The amount of gear that they could stack on Bane to like go toe with Black Adam.
Even a further step.
Yeah.
To only increase his serum to go crazy.
Yes.
I guarantee
more.
Yeah. I guarantee you with those 2, he's getting stronger, quicker, and last longer.
Yeah.
I like that choice.
Yeah, dude.
I'm liking my squad.
Yeah, dude.
I'm really liking it.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
For
your number 4.
My number 4. Oh. Okay, I'm saving one for last because again, like you, I don't think you're ever going to choose this guy.
Right.
Here's what I'm going to do. There is so much confidence in having a sorcerer on your team. And especially when you've got even like Black Adam does deal with magic because as we saw in the movie, like he was given his powers by the wizard, like the Shazam wizards. So we gotta cover that base. And for that person, I'm going to choose Enchantress. Now, Enchantress is a Marvel character, but Enchantress is also a DC character.
DC. Yeah, and we see that in the first Suicide Squad movie.
Right.
Yes.
So there's a lot to deal with there. There's a lot that she can do. She can be a heavy hitter. She can hit that magic front that not a lot of people are thinking of. There's a lot that goes on in that realm. So
solid choice. I didn't even think about her.
Yeah.
That's a really good choice. Really, really good.
Not a favorite of mine, but somebody that I feel like is going to be essential. Yeah.
Right. Sometimes it's not about the guys you like. Sometimes you just got to do it for the purpose.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite DC characters.
Ooh.
And I'm glad you didn't choose him. You're not going to get it. You have no idea. It's one of my favorites. Not my favorite because I'm not choosing Joker. I'm not choosing Joker. Nobody's choosing Joker.
No.
It's stupid if you do.
Yeah.
I'm going Killer Shark.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Another hard hitter.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that's one of your favorites. Yeah.
And it became more so because of the second Suicide Squad movie. Now, I do just... Oh, sorry, it's not Killer Shark. I'm sorry. It's King Shark. My apologies. It's Killer Croc and King Shark.
Oh, yeah.
My apologies.
Shows how much I know about the DC universe, too. I was like, Killer Shark. Yeah, let's go, bro.
Yeah. He's a hard hitter. And this is who I was debating with Bane because they're both very, very hard hitters.
Right.
But Bane's a lot smarter.
Yeah.
But Killer Shark is just going to do what he's told. And that's
King
to
Shark.
go. Dang it. It's because it's written down right there. King Shark. He's just going to take his orders because he's a shark. He don't care. He's going to go fight, and he's probably going to try to bite the head off of Black Adam. That's legendary.
Right.
And he's funny in Suicide Squad. So I need a comedic. I like that.
Yeah.
Mustache.
And he did some pretty sizable damage to Starro the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Giant starfish. So he's gonna do something when he goes.
He's gonna tire him out. He's going to at some 100%. Point tire out
Bane and Killer. Yes, I said it too. I said we said it.
See, it's
King Shark.
I screwed up. Yeah, it's King Shark. So, King Shark.
Yeah, solid.
Thank you.
All right, for
Number
my
5.
5th pick. Something that's really going to come in handy is a telepath, but we also need a hard hitter.
Okay.
We have a few. No, actually, so far I haven't chosen like a designated hard hitter, and this guy isn't even.
Is kind of one.
Black Manta too, like heavy hitter, but not like Hulk.
Right.
This isn't even my designated heavy hitter, but it's kind of on the same line of thinking. I'm mainly choosing this guy because of his telepathic abilities, and that is Gorilla Grodd.
Oh, genius.
Right.
That is the right move.
We need somebody who's going to take him out of his element mentally.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I regret choosing King Shark.
Yeah. King Shark is don't even, because you've got a solid team so far.
But but if I would have chose Gorilla Grodd, it would have been over. Like that. Man.
That's fine, but you still you have a lot to work with still.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about my team, but Gorilla Grodd would have just powered me up so much because he has the helmet. Right? Is it a helmet or is it?
I think it's just him. I don't know. Okay. It could be the helmet, but I think it is just him.
See, because if you think about it, if he was on my team, Lex Luthor and Batman create a device like a chip in the back of his head to only amplify that power.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm saying.
Dude.
King Shark's cool, but that technologically could have been better. But great choice. Yeah. I love Gorilla Grodd. It's another one of my up there favorites.
Yeah.
He's a great character. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
I applaud it.
Yeah.
All right. So for my 5, these are 2. It's tricky because I don't know many DC people like that. So I don't know if these are the correct choices. But because I have a solid 4 right now, I'm not too worried with the other 2. Their ability.
Cool.
I'm still going to save this one for last. So This is one of my reserves now just because Deathstroke was taken off the board. I'm going to help out Deadshot a little bit with range. I'm going Peacemaker.
Interesting. Okay.
Because in Suicide Squad, you see how talented he is with his shots. With even his equipment. With his silencer, it blew the dude up. It went inside the body and blew the dude up. Yeah, just to show off. That was his whole goal. He said, watch this. Boom. And he was like, oh, you didn't kill him. It wasn't lethal. And he said, wait for it. Boom. Ha.
Yeah.
It's only going to help Deadshot.
Yeah. That was the funniest scene in the entire movie.
Easily.
Because they get to the end of it.
Back and
he's
forth.
like, oh, we're the freedom fighters. The guys that are like fighting against this oppressive government. And they're like,
and everyone's dead.
We didn't see anybody. Because they died.
Yeah. But nonetheless, I do think him and Deadshot are going to be able to exchange solid shots. They can make their own plan for where they think Black Adam's going to be and attack from there, set up whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
So that's a more tactical for my team. Thank you.
Yeah. And especially with the gear given by Batman and Lex.
Right. It's like when I chose Punisher for the other squad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Literally that. So
All right, for my last pick. Now, I don't know if you know who this character is.
Perfect. Then you're definitely not choosing who I choose.
But we need a lantern on our team.
Wow. Genius.
We need a lantern. Now, I was going to choose Sinestro, right?
Right.
Was going to choose that guy. But I'm not choosing that guy. We need someone who is a heavy hitter, who is not powered by fear, who's not powered by will, but someone who's powered by rage. And for that,
Lantern.
I am choosing Atrocitus, the leader of the Red Lanterns.
Yeah.
Good choice. Ruthless.
He is ruthless.
I would argue that he's not as powerful as Black Adam. He still is a heavy hitter.
Right.
He's a lantern.
Right.
And he's ruthless.
Solid. Yeah, no, that's solid. Because there's only two people that can go hand to hand with Black Adam, and that's Superman and Shazam.
Yeah.
Literally the only two.
Right.
So even though he's not one that can solo Black Adam,
definitely not.
A Red Lantern on your team is a beautiful choice.
They're going to put up a fight for sure.
Yes.
Huge fight. And especially since he's powered.
With your team, you can't solo the Red Lantern. You can't because other people are coming for you. So you can't put all your attention on the Red Lantern. It's a beautiful choice.
Yeah.
It's a solid tactic.
And he's powered by rage. Right. So the angrier he gets, the more like he's going to be getting stronger and like hitting up against Black Adam. Right. Again, it's in my eyes not going to be someone who's going to like not soloing Black Adam, but he's going to put up.
The only thing is, hopefully, he doesn't turn on your team. Kill all of them.
That's why we have the explosives in their heads.
Okay, yeah, of course.
And Amanda Waller watching from a distance. That's all I'm going to say about that.
You're right.
Yeah, we don't want another Ghost Rider choice on this round of drafts.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
you got a solid team. And as I'm thinking about it, I went your route. I'm focusing on the technological advances I can make,
which is solid.
It's weird because I am usually the one that's cool with hard hitters,
right?
Willpower. That's usually how I go.
Yeah.
So it's a very different approach for me to even go technological and being able to fit pieces who will only benefit for having Batman and Lex.
Right.
So, and this person is not out of the subject. It's going to help only. Killer Frost.
Ooh,
underrated.
Underrated.
Another one of my favorite DC villains. I think Killer Frost. I think she don't care.
Yeah.
She's stone cold or ice cold, knee slapper. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah. I think it's not super effective. It's not gonna like truly freeze him in his tracks.
Right.
It's nothing.
It's gonna slow him down.
It is going to slow him down. So, and we can amplify her power.
We can.
It won't be that hard.
Right. Especially again, Lex and Batman are your saving graces for this.
Literally that was my greatest pick. And I honestly feel like I disrespected Lex by not taking him number one. I feel like I disrespected him a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still got him. So it's okay. It's all good. So we amplify Killer Frost.
Yeah.
It's over. The only one we can't really amplify is Killer Shark. It's because I read the name.
I know.
King Shark.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's the only one we can't really amplify, but maybe give him some armor.
What might be cool is giving King Shark the Bane Venom. That'd be a very interesting combo to see. That'd be a very interesting combo to see.
King Shark on Lex Luthor's serum, Bane serum is Lobo on drugs.
Dude, have you seen the trailer for that movie, that new movie coming out called Cocaine Bear?
No.
It's based off a true story where a bear literally takes cocaine and then goes on a killing spree in this small little town. Based on a true story. You heard me correctly. But it's like King Shark on Bane Venom is Cocaine Bear, basically. Yeah.
But like amplified by 100.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's funny.
You need to watch that trailer.
I will watch the trailer.
Hysterical.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude.
That's really good.
So
solid list. I'll tell you my two reserves, and I'm glad I didn't have to go choose them. One was Harley Quinn.
Okay.
It's like Joker in this situation. She would have done nothing for the team.
Right.
But it was more of a reserve just in case I ran out of people. Right. Now, this one is an interesting one. I don't know how well it would work, but it's Scarecrow.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a solid choice. That would have been legitimately like a solid choice.
The only thing is, I would have to get up in Black Adam's face to use his crap. Because if I use Lex and Batman's gear, and let's say I make one that like covers the city or whatever, you can get rid of all the people out of the city. You can evacuate them. But then what about my team? They're going to be under that too. So it would have been tricky to figure out how to get Black Adam into a spell. And then on top of that, how is he going to react to what he's scared of? He might go crazy. Yeah. That's where I kind of was hesitant with Scarecrow. And that's really all he's got is the fear factor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's useless.
So here's how I could see that actually working very beneficially is you take a deserted town, you cover it in a cloud of that fear toxin, but you make it seem like it's like a dust storm or something. Okay. He flies into this deserted town. Since you've got Lex and Batman, you equip them all with like the Wayne Tech or Lex Core Tech respirators to stop the teammates from breathing in the fear, but then, Black Adam breathing in the fear. You've got a whole showdown in the middle of this deserted town with a cloud of fear toxin around them.
But
true. You're right. You're exactly right.
He's too unpredictable.
How is he going to react?
Right. He'll probably just fight.
Yeah.
He's probably just destroying things. Because in the movie, like if you take Black Adam from the movie, let's say, what was he afraid of? He was already going through hell.
How so?
In the movie, he was a slave. What is his fear?
Yeah,
losing his family, and then he did lose his family. So what is Black Adam afraid of?
Right.
Nothing. Like there's nothing in my mind that like would get him to be shaken up.
Yeah.
And that's just the movie. I don't know too much about comics when it comes to Black Adam. So maybe there's actually some kind of something that would affect him. But off just my knowledge on the movie, like there's not really anything the dude is afraid of. He went through all of it. Yeah. So I do love my team though.
Yeah.
I think Lex being on there was my saving grace.
Yeah.
Otherwise, even with your first pick with Reverse Flash, I think you would have beat me. I think now I feel like I have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Because you still have such an amazing squad.
Dude, that would have been even like your team seeing that play out where like each of the members have like a team uniform basically that fits their powers and like can amplify their abilities or something. And it would just look so sweet. And like I'm picturing it in my head right now. Ugh, it'd be so awesome to see.
That'd be an unstoppable Suicide Squad.
Yes. 1000% yes.
But you have people like the three that really get me are Reverse Flash, Gorilla Grodd, and whatever the Red Lantern's name is.
Oh, Atrocitus. Yeah.
That one's going to be an interesting poll. I'm excited to see who wins that one because I definitely think you beat me when it comes to the first one. I think you destroyed me in that one. But this one, I feel like I have a fighting chance.
Yeah, for sure.
So hopefully people watch this episode before they vote on the poll so that they can understand, the my
reasoning
side
behind stuff.
Right. I don't want them to see Lex Luthor and be like, that was stupid.
Yeah. Sometimes it's cool though because they get to vote on an unbiased perspective, not knowing whose team is who. Right. So sometimes that's cool. I don't know though. Right. I agree. Like I do love.
I wish it was unbiased just from like looking at us, but I know it's not. Like, and that's cool. It's whatever.
Right.
But I also wish they it was more so the understanding of the plan.
Yeah.
Because in that case, that's where I feel like I have a fighting chance against you. Because you have very powerful characters.
Yeah.
I have intelligence and tech.
Right.
So, I feel like, if you hear the explanation, it's solid.
Whereas I'm more spread out and trying to cover all the different aspects of Shazam, which are the magic side, the super speed side, the heavy hitting power set side, and then also a little bit of that like tech and hand-to-hand combat side.
Right.
But it's like jack of all trades, master of none. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, well, I don't know. I'm intrigued to see.
It'll be interesting to see what goes on.
So, a while ago, we put out a poll asking for questions for the podcast. Some anonymous, wanted to remain anonymous user said and asked us the question: why are both y'all just as thick as Cap? Jaden, any response to that?
Man, I appreciate that comment. Whoever did say that,
whomever,
whoever,
not one of us.
No, it's definitely not one of us.
Not the person answering right now.
No, not me.
Come on.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But whoever did do it, I appreciate the comment. You know, I don't know about you, Jonah, but like I've been working out.
Have you? Okay.
Doing sports. You know, my whole life. It's blessed me. With a scrumptious booty.
Okay.
That's for me.
Caked up.
Not saying I've looked, but you got yourself a bubble butt too. Like,
hey,
we're thick, and I'm glad somebody realized and appreciates that. So that's just great.
Caked up on a Thursday afternoon. You know what I mean?
No reason.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
The second question from the same.
Oh, the same person.
Yeah, same anonymous user doesn't want their name to be said or spoken at all. Just heavily inferred, but not spoken. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I think they might have known that we were going to do this topic, or at least it seems like, you know, they have some sort of magical prophecy ability where they can look ahead into the future and say, oh, these guys are going to be talking about villains. So they asked, what are our top 5 favorite villains of all time?
Wow.
Very interesting. Very insightful of them.
I wonder, does that mean like all time? So like, are we talking video games and
all of it?
And all of it. Okay, yeah.
So because we're no longer doing drafts. We're not doing any of that. We're just choosing top 5 favorite villains in any form of media. Yeah,
that's genius. Okay,
very wise of them. Yeah,
like
you ask us that,
man. That first he's speaking facts, and then he's coming up with great ideas.
You know what's funny? Man. I didn't say it was a he.
Yeah, I don't know. When I talk about people, I usually, and maybe it's just something in my head, I just usually go, he, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways,
I don't know
Jaden.
if it's a he. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll brush right past that. What are your top 5 villains of all time?
I did not think about this. I was not prepared.
For your own question. I mean,
not my question.
Not your question.
No. Why would I ask that and then not be prepared? Like, that's not my question.
Yeah.
I'm really not prepared for this. I have 2 at least.
Oof.
Off top of my head without really, really thinking about it.
Okay.
My number 1's Joker.
Okay.
And it's Heath Ledger's Joker.
Of course.
Clarify.
It can't be anybody else.
Right. If you know me, you know that I love the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah.
He's mega powerful.
Yeah.
And just his power in the Force, his lightsaber's dope. I actually have a Darth Vader lightsaber, so it's only fitting that he's in my top 5.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go Bowser. He's nostalgic.
Oh, that's a good one.
Big guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a lot of games. He's now in the Mario movie, so I got to throw in Bowser in there. Trying to think of some MCU as quick as possible.
I'm shocked you're not choosing.
I'm not good on the spot. I'm probably not going to get the person you're thinking of either. That's
you
the sad
better.
part.
I'm going to be so upset if you don't.
Is it Marvel?
Yeah.
I'm not choosing Thanos.
You're not?
No, there's better people. I'm not choosing Thanos.
Okay.
So that's who you're thinking of?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, no. Yeah, let's just skip past Thanos. Yeah.
I'm choosing Thanos.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. Bowser. Let's put Bowser on. But yeah, no, let's forget about it. It's fine. No, that's cool.
He's been around forever.
It's fine. No, it's okay.
Here's the thing with Thanos. He's not even the best villain in the MCU. All around villain, he's not the best in the MCU.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that right now, and that we can now have another subject for another podcast. Just
okay,
on that.
Cool.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's my take on that. He's not even the greatest villain in the MCU.
Interesting.
Because I'm going off the top, and I'm not ready for this. I'm just gonna throw in Namor.
Okay.
Just because he's been one of my favorite in the comics.
Yeah.
I'm glad they finally gave him a role in a movie. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put Namor in there, and what villain kills Superman?
Doomsday?
I choose Doomsday. That's a good one.
Not Thanos, but some rando that kills Superman.
Either him or Reverse Flash. Honestly.
Okay.
I'll give it a tie because I watched the Flash show for a long time. Mm. You know this. I liked how they portrayed him in the show. I thought he was genius. I thought he was diabolical in some sense. Mm. He wanted his opponent to get stronger just to destroy him at his greatest. So it's a tie between Doomsday because I hate Superman that much and Reverse Flash.
Okay.
That's my top 5. So who would your list be for top 5 villains?
Man.
And honestly, like, it doesn't got to be your number 1 to your number 5. Because honestly, if I had time
it's not going to be. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because if I had time to actually think this out and have a list, it would be very different. Joker would still be number 1, but I would form my list very differently. Bowser would not be my 3.
Mm. Yeah.
So
yeah, I gotta pick Heath Ledger's Joker because I think I don't know if Miles ever explains a little bit of like what makes him such a great villain, but it was the fact that like he didn't care.
Yeah,
that's what made him.
He did it because
there was no like power move he was trying to get. There was no money he was trying to. He just wanted pure chaos. He burnt
the pile of money. He said, I don't care.
100%. He said, I don't. That's what made him such a great villain.
Yeah.
There was no goal for him other than just to create chaos.
And there's no ties for him either.
No, exactly.
Yeah, except Harley, I guess, if you want to include her. But even then, that wasn't rather himself. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
I got to agree. I think Darth Vader, makes sense.
One of those guys.
I am going to go Thanos because
it's fair. I understand why you would. It's just not for me.
Yeah. I think I'm going to choose Killmonger.
That's fair. I like that choice.
Man, there's so many great ones. So it's hard to choose a top 5. And to be honest, this probably isn't even really my top 5, but just because we're doing it off the top of the head.
Right. We'll have to come back and fix it. We'll have to actually sit down and really think about it.
Right. I think I'll choose my last one as Jonathan David Major as King the Conqueror. Like that.
Good choice.
He who remains, that whole scene, that whole final scene in Loki made him one of my favorite villains of all time. Like there wasn't even really a big action-packed sequence. Mm-mm. It was just them talking and watching him monologue. Mm-hmm. Bro.
No, he fits the role perfectly.
I'm so
He's one of those people where you look at him and you're like, that's King.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm so insanely excited to see what he does as King, not only in Quantumania, but just in the future.
You know how unexcited I am for Marvel movies. I'm more like, okay, it'll probably be okay. I'm stoked for Guardians, Ant-Man, and Spider-Verse. Those are the 3 I'm stoked for. And the fact that I don't know when does Into the Spider-Verse come?
Like June
next
2nd.
year? Oh, okay, perfect. We get all of those movies next year.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. That's not even a bad 5. Was that 5?
It's a good, yeah. Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Joker, Vader, Thanos, Killmonger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a solid list.
So I think it's a solid 5. I'd have to reevaluate and to really see if that's my favorite, like my top 5.
Right.
But it's a solid like placeholder.
Yeah.
If it
same. No, I feel that. Yeah.
But Bowser's such a great choice too because it's such a classic.
Right. That's just nostalgic.
Yeah. And then our very last question comes from Andrew, again, founding member of the podcast, constant supporter of this thing. It's incredible it's incredible to see all 4 of the original members still supporting this thing, even if they can't actively be here to like do any of it. It's just so cool. But yeah, it's just super cool to see them support it through this.
Thank you guys.
So, yeah, seriously. Last question comes. It is, what Superman theme is more iconic? Is it the John Williams score of the original Superman theme, or is it the Hans Zimmerman track from Man of Steel? You hate Superman, so this is a hard question for you, but I would be curious to see what your answer is.
I don't even know what that means. I hate him that much. I have no idea what that means.
Really?
Yeah. Screw. If it had the word Superman in there, it's stupid.
Okay. Well, it's the ba 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 ba. I couldn't mouth that one for you. It's so complicated.
Okay, well then the one you just spit for me. That's iconic.
And I don't even think it's actually I don't think the question has to do with the iconic ability of. Not ability. I don't think it has to do with how iconic it is.
Well, yeah, but that's going to be my
honestly, maybe it does.
favorite because. Wait, did he say favorite, best? What did he say?
He said, which Superman theme is better?
Oh, yeah, I'm still going to choose that one because I know it.
So
I don't know what the other one is.
Yeah, I can't argue with how incredible the Man of Steel soundtrack is. It's either Hans Zimmer or Hans Zimmerman. Hans Zimmer. I'm sorry. Apologies in advance, because I think there is a Hans Zimmerman as well, which doesn't help. But Hans Zimmer's soundtrack, and especially whenever he's working with a Christopher Nolan film, insane.
Okay. You know what? I'll take your word for it because I really don't have an opinion on this.
But I'm not done.
Oh my gosh.
Because even though, yes, it is iconic, there is, and like it is fantastic, incredibly well composed.
Right.
There is nothing that beats the iconic level of John Williams' score for it. Literally defined Superman. Like, yeah. If you, as soon as you hear that, you know it's it's Superman.
Yeah, I changed my answer again. I'm going back to the first one.
Yeah, I gotta go with the John Williams score, but there is an excellent fight and an excellent point to be made if you're choosing Hans Zimmer's version of it. So
once again, I wouldn't know, but I do know the first one. Yeah, I actually know it, so
yeah,
I have to. Yeah, because you're right. You hear that and you're like Superman.
Yeah,
it's easy. So
yeah. And
that's a solid question.
I'm not going to lie to you, because I made the theme song for the Pop Culture Roundup. Flight of Man of Steel, or like the main track off of the Man of Steel soundtrack, is what heavily inspired the theme song for this podcast.
That's what's up.
So you got a real like balance of different things, but yeah. So
that's dope. That's a good question. I liked it.
Yeah. So this has been this episode of Pop Culture. It's been a long one, especially because we didn't get one to you last week, so might as well just give you extra, give you more. Any closing remarks for this episode?
It was a lot of fun. I love doing these lists.
They're so much fun.
Right. And for those who are listening, we don't want to overdo it, especially if you guys aren't with it. Even if y'all aren't with it, we're still going to do it for our sake because we find it extremely fun.
Exactly.
But through Instagram, let us know if you do enjoy these. We're going to make a poll for both of our lists.
Yeah.
So just let us know if you do enjoy these kinds of segments. We are very creative, and I know for a fact we can make a ton of these within a day. We could probably make another 10 different scenarios for each universe and go about it. We really do enjoy doing this podcast. I know I'm having a ton of fun. I look forward to doing these podcasts with you. It really brings out the nerd in us. And I love that. This was a super fun episode. I'm glad that we were able to do it finally. That's really it. Thank you to everybody who listens. That's really it.
What would be really fun is to get the listeners involved in like this draft scenario. To think up a scenario and kind of get the listeners like to be able to create their own lists and be able to like participate in this.
You know what we could possibly do for the future. So since we'll be living together, eventually this will be like a further one, and maybe we could do it with a split up. But the idea is go on our account and go live and ask questions for a certain scenario, like who's your top 5 people to go up against so and so. And once they send out lists, we'll take out a few and kind of talk out how that would work or why it wouldn't work. We could do something like that to get them involved.
And honestly, we can do that without being in the same place too.
Okay, so, because I could just get invited or you could get invited.
Exactly.
You're right. You're right.
That'd actually be really fun. So, and the way we're going to format this is we're going to do, obviously you guys might have been seeing that we're doing this in seasons. We're in season 1 right now. I think the way we're going to do it is do 10 episodes in each season. And then in between seasons, we'll kind of take a break in between that so we can, because we're music artists. We need time to work through music stuff too, because this takes a lot of energy. But this might be a season 2 idea that honestly would be fun.
That'd be really cool to kick off.
And honestly, it could be our first live episode. We could record the whole thing, take the audio from that, and then use that as the that's perfect.
That'd be awesome. We just got to promote that one.
We got to get a bit promote for a bigger following. So
we'll test it out. And if it doesn't work out very well, if there's not too much content, we can more make it a highlight. And post it up.
Or just something we do on social media as well.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then we can do back to doing this. So
super cool.
Yeah,
man.
And then we'll come up with more ideas to where we get the audience involved. I do really like that idea. Maybe one of these days we could even ask just like, what's your favorite MCU movie or DC movie? And then what's your least favorite? Just to figure out. Maybe we could do a live poll or something. I don't know. Just throwing out ideas, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
For sure. But awesome. Thank you guys for listening and sticking through this whole thing. I know it's a long one, but it's actually hopefully it should be really fun for you guys. It's really fun for us. But all right. Awesome. We will catch you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.